You've been grousing about clean clothes. Here they are. Just take off your stuff, throw it in the basket. They'll keep it downstairs in admissions along with your wallet and your watch.
All right. You mind?
I got another floor to cover. I'll be back.
What is this?
You've been grousing about clean clothes? Here they are. Take off your stuff, throw it in the basket. They'll keep it downstairs in admissions along with your wallet and your watch.
Do you mind?
I got another floor to cover. I'll be back.
Hallucinating. When they lock you up, you start seeing things, don't you?
Hi. It's me. I'm not a figment. See? Oh, Ross. I just had to do it. I had to find some way in here, or else I was just gonna go insane.
I think you managed to do both. You found your way in here, and clearly, you are insane.
Please don't be angry. Hold me so I know you're not angry.
Honey, come on. You gotta get out of here. Somebody's gonna see you.
Oh, no. See, I did my research, Ross. Listen, in a little while, they're all gonna go to the exercise yard, and they're gonna be there for about 45 minutes. Meanwhile, I've got Tangy upstairs, and she's extracting Cutter, so we don't have to worry about him.
Yeah, Blake.
What?
I am in the biggest trouble of my life. If the police think I've smuggled you in here for some kind of jailbreak, it's over.
Honey, I'm not in here to break you out of jail. I'm in here for moral support. And possibly, with any luck, the hottest 45 minutes of your life.
You have to get out of here. You have to.
Well, I can't just walk out of here. Then they really will see me. No, I have to get out of here the same way I got in. See, when they come back to do the laundry, they'll roll me out into the supply room, which is on a totally other floor. So that's what I'll do.
Please, no details. I don't want to know anything, okay? How could you take such a chance?
I love you, Ross. I would do anything.
I didn't know that before. I know it now. But let's get real. You can't be discovered here. One of us being locked up is quite enough.
No. See, you're going to be unlocked by tonight. I promise. Listen, Nadine is meeting me here in a couple of hours. She's telling Cutter everything she knows about Paulie and then some. And Ross, when she's finished talking, you're going to be in the clear. Isn't that wonderful?
That's fabulous. If I called you insane, I'm sorry.
Uh-oh.
Okay, move it. Yard time. Hey, Martin, wake up. Let's go. Time to sweat off of that lard.
You stay down. Don't breathe.
Okay, Marler. Let's show some hustle.
Well, I'm afraid I can't today.
What are you talking about? It's 3 o'clock. Everybody out to the yard at 3. You know the drill. What the hell is wrong with you?
Oh, I have a semi-herniated Achilles tendon with extensive hematomas. It hurts a lot. You know, I can hardly walk, much less exercise.
I didn't get any special instructions on you.
Well, I'm new here. You probably didn't look. It's in my file. I even have a note from my doctor.
What doctor is that?
Ed Bauer, chief of staff over at Cedars. He's been treating my tendon for years.
I'm gonna have records send your file down. If I don't find this doctor note, you're going to be real busy tomorrow. You know why? Because come 3 o'clock, you're going to be running 50 laps under my personal supervision. All right, let's go. Pick them up and put them down. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
So brilliant that you're going to have to tell Ed Bauer about his long-standing relationship with my tendon, okay?
Oh, don't worry about that. By the time they realize that there's no doctor's note, you'll be long gone because you're going to be with me where you belong. And I'm never going to let you go. Can we really do this to me right here?
Come on, we're already in jail. What else can they do to us? Oh, honey. We have succumbed to passion in some unusual places, but you will never top this.
Never. Say never. As your wife, I intend on seeking out ever more challenging... What's that word that you always use?
Venues?
Venues, yes. Ever more challenging venues. Ross, I know it was insane of me to come here. But really, the most insane thing is that you're in this jail cell in the first place.
No.
So the only thing that we can do to deal with this is to laugh in its face.
Honey, I love you.
Ditto.
It's 45 minutes up already?
Well, time flies when you're having fun.
Honey, hurry up. The guard could be here any minute.
I'm going to stop faking.
Hi.
What is it I do with my clothes?
Just put them in the basket. They'll tag him with your name and keep him downstairs until you release. Well. I didn't know they made these in your size, counselor. You got pantyhose to go with?
Now, wait just a minute here.
Relax. Think I haven't seen it before? We get all kinds in here.
Thank you, Tangi. Thank you.
For what?
Well, for keeping Cutter in the dark. I was really worried about him. I owe you one.
Oh, it was nothing. Believe me.
Listen, have you seen Nadine? Is she here yet?
No, I haven't seen her.
She promised she'd be here at 5. I hope nothing went wrong. I mean, I promised Ross that she would get him out of this.
Well, maybe you should call her.
Good idea.
Excuse me, miss. These phones are off limits. Payphone's out in the lobby.
Oh, sorry.
No, you remember the guy with the short one. Always short one. You remember the one who was in aerobics class? Yeah, that's the one. Absolutely.
Well, I've tried everybody, and nobody knows where Nadine is, and then some cop tells me I can't use the phone anymore.
Well, I know it might sound kind of lame, but she might be stuck in traffic.
Yeah, you know, I should find Frank. He's really good at finding people. Listen, thanks again for covering me. Ross thanks you, too.
Yeah, I bet he does.
I promised him I would get him out of jail tonight, and I'm going to keep that promise if it's the last thing I do.
the way, ask her for that great recipe. She's got a wonderful recipe that you're gonna love. It's just great. It's got like this icing on top of it, and it's
Well, it's getting kind of late, isn't it? I mean, don't you want to get back to your boss to show him that terrific article you're writing on, what was it again, the heart and soul of Springfield's finest?
Why did you let me make a fool out of myself?
I find you very entertaining.
If you knew that I was Blake's lookout, I mean, why didn't you say something? She could have been down there trying to get him out of his cell.
Well, I don't think Ross Marler's really the Jesse James type, do you? I mean, I think he's going to wait for bail and, well, if he wants to spend a little quality time with his fiancée, there's no harm in that, is there?
You know, Patrick, you're a good guy.
Yeah, and if you tell anybody, I'll deny it. Heard you wanted to see me. What's the problem?
Well, none. As soon as you process whatever needs to be processed, I'm out of here, right? I mean, she must have made her statement by now.
Who?
Isn't there somebody upstairs making a statement on my behalf?
What, you mean Blake?
No, she was going to talk to somebody else. A witness. It's been 2 hours. What's the delay?
I don't know, Ross, but Blake left a long time ago. I don't know where she went, do you? I just hope she has the sense to stay away from Paulie Hardman. Now, I'm not trying to scare you. We both know what he's like under pressure.
Hey, Bill. I've got... Okay, there you go.
Hey.
Oh, my gosh. It really is you, isn't it?
We should figure that out before you broke a rib.
Buzz, where's Nadine? She's supposed to be at the police station at 5 o'clock.
She was detained.
Yeah, but Buzz, she's got the information that's going to get Ross out of jail. I need her. Where is she?
That's my job now.
What do you mean it's your job?
Well, you got to work with me. We can get Mr. Marler out and Mr. Hardman in, but you got to trust me.
Fabulous. I'll trust anybody who can get Ross out of jail. But why you? I mean, you hardly know him.
I got my reasons. The proverbial creek that Mr. Marler's up without a paddle. Mr. Hardman has a spot reserved for me in his canoe. So, let's go.
Oh, you're so dirty.
I can't believe that someone like you would end up in jail.
Well, actually, it wasn't all that difficult. Somebody who hates me framed me. But it's not going to stick, of course. However, it is a hell of an inconvenience, especially for you, so I had David bring you here and we can go over your options.
You've got 2, Bridget. You can request a postponement and then reschedule your case for a later date.
How much later?
Well, the court calendar is very overcrowded, so I can't even guess when they put you on.
But that way, Ross will still be able to handle your case.
Which brings us to the second option, another attorney.
A new lawyer?
Yeah, and that way your hearing can go as scheduled.
Well, I am afraid of what any delay would do to Peter. I mean, you know, every day that I wait, it makes it a little harder to take him away from Vanessa and everything he knows.
I thought you might feel that way, and I understand completely.
So I guess it's going to be option number 2.
It's a wise choice, Bridget, and I can recommend any number of excellent lawyers.
Oh, that's okay. You don't really need to. Roger's going to help me.
Why would you consider anything that Roger recommends?
You know that I went to every lawyer in town and no one would go near this thing.
Bridget, that was before.
Well, what's so different now?
Ross Marler took your case. Now, besides that being just about the best damn endorsement you can get, whoever it is that's going to step in is going to find everything already prepared.
Dylan said that.
So stay away from Roger Thorpe, Bridget.
Roger gets you to trust him, and then when you do, he turns on you.
I know what kind of a man Roger is. Roger is also Peter's grandfather, and in this, I really believe that he has my best niece.
Bridget, you can't believe that. Whatever Roger does, he does for Roger. And in the end, he's going to get everything and you'll be left holding the bag.
An empty bag.
Thank you. Sure. You know, I'm getting married in a couple of weeks. This should be the happiest time of my life.
Hey, you know, I still have dreams about being locked up. Sometimes I wake up in a sweat and then I take a quick look around, make sure there are no bars. I just have to laugh, because I know I'm a free man, and that's because of you, Ross. When you got me off, you saved my life. And I think it's been a while since I thanked you for that.
You thank me every day by working as hard as you do. You know, I feed off your enthusiasm, too. Makes me remember when I was a student and the law was sacred. Don't lose that commitment of yours, Ted. When you get out there, make the law work the way it's supposed to, all right?
I just wish I already had my degree, Ross. I'd have you out of here in 5 minutes.
I believe you would.
I mean, I don't mean to put down Sid Dickerson. I'm sure he's a decent attorney.
Yeah, he's first rate. He's got a lot on his plate right now, and so do you, you know. My friend, until I get out of here, you're it. You have to coordinate everything for Bridget's new lawyer.
No problem.
I wish I knew where the hell Blake was. They're trying to get Nadine to make a statement to the police about Paul Hardman. If she does that, they'll realize that they have locked up the wrong man. What in the world could be keeping them?
Well, of course I have authorization. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here, would I? I'm sure the police commissioner will be very happy to know you're doing such a good job. Ross.
Alexandra, welcome to my chambers.
Ross, I don't have much time.
I, on the other hand...
Look, Ross, what have you done about those papers I asked you to have drawn up for my signature?
Alexandra, in case you haven't noticed, I'm behind bars.
Yes, and I'm sorry, but you'll get out.
Well, it's not exactly business as usual, you know. Besides, you never responded to that fax I sent you requesting direction.
What fax? There was no fax. I checked. There was no fax.
Alexandra, I sent the fax myself, and the machine said it transmitted to your office. Obviously, somebody forgot to give it to you. But it really doesn't matter. I have all the stuff at my place. You just call my assistant and tell her what you want done.
Well, actually, I'm thinking about not signing the papers at all. I'm thinking about taking a chance and trusting someone. My son.
Good, Ross. Oh, I thought they had taken you in already.
Honey, I'm here to request bail, not to be drawn and quartered.
They can't deny his bail again, can they, Sid?
Yeah, but I don't think that they're going to do that. I mean, it was outrageous in the first place. Listen, I'm going to go check and see if they have much time before your case comes up, right?
All right. See you in a minute.
Personally, Marlon, I think that'll keep you locked up until your trial, like it did me.
Step back, sir.
Sorry, officer. I just want to let my old pal here know that if he does get out, I'm going to be hanging around to make sure you don't skip out on town. See, Marler, I don't want to miss your sentencing or your imprisonment. You ruined my life, and now you're getting what's coming to you.
Oh, yeah, you think you're so smart. Well, let me tell you something. Buzz and Nadine are way ahead of you, pal. We've got evidence that's going to get Ross out of jail and you in the slimer for life.
What evidence? And why are you suddenly talking like you're in a Dick Tracy comic strip?
There's an entry in Dirty Dottie's ledger that proves that Polly had the key to the locker where the stolen money is stashed.
What is a Dirty Dottie's ledger?
Don't you worry about a thing, my love. I'm going to have you out of here in time to stand next to me at that altar, I promise.